Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of FTB's guys. How's you guys doing? Now today we're gonna be coming over here to this part of the base where we had this room for breeding bees, but I think we can breed bees like fine anywhere, so we're gonna repurpose this room into a wither cage. Yes, we're using the tinted glass right over here. We can already see that we have the stasis chamber there, which I've been thinking about it, and I may want to drop it one block lower. Because that might get exploded if I really think about it. And we do also have the fluid laser base right here as well, which is probably gonna go with the same treatment. Like, I'm probably gonna place tinted glass right here, and then we break that glass, and then we place the fluid laser base, and we already have a bunch of laser drills here waiting. But yeah, we're gonna probably lower that, and we're gonna spawn the wither. We probably need a range upgrade as well for that guy. I don't think we have none. Yeah, nope. So we're gonna have to craft one so we can get that guy a little bit of a extra range, because we're gonna place it a little bit lower. Okay, so apparently it doesn't actually allow for a range upgrade. I try to place it and it doesn't allow. I hope it still catches him. I really hope, because if it doesn't catch him, then we got a kind of a problem. You can see, yep, he's got efficiency, he's got processing, he's got a speed one, so we should be okay. Let's try it. Here he goes. All or nothing right here. Come on, boy, don't move. I'm still like worried about his initial explosion. Are you gonna explode? You don't explode since you're in this stasis chamber? Maybe it doesn't. Okay, that's kind of nice. Which means we gotta be quick about this. No, that's not what I want to do. Yes. I think that's one too low. That's on me. Okay, now it's good. Yep. Now we just put this, we put the lens, and of course we have to power this. Well, there we go. I actually had to lower the entire setup by a block because for some reason I wasn't actually like connecting with the wither. Let me see if it was actually the range. No, yeah, I had it on 64 and 65. Yeah, apparently just needed to be one block lower. Now we do need to do something with that. As you can see, it's right above its head, and it has a lot of particles going on. I also placed these soundproofing so it could be a little bit quieter because it was very loud. And now we just gotta get this out of here. And I think this is all running at max speed. Oh wait, this guy can actually go with another processing update add-on. So add-ons, processing, there we go. Now everything is fully maxed out, and we're getting a decent amount of ether gas. Yeah, a decent amount. Instead of been running, yeah, we can see we got like what, 50 a second? No, not 50, like 20 or something a second. So that's not bad. And now over here, as you can see, I already locked in the inputs. I upgraded this. I do have this ender tank right here, which has a storage bus. So if we take a look at, for example, the ether gas here, we can see we are actually having it in our system, which is basically stocking here. I don't think we're gonna need that much, so I think that small tank is pretty much gonna do it for us. And I already went ahead and tested this, so we have one where we can test it again. Say for example 2, and you can see it's just gonna input everything into here, and it's gonna have this machine frame right here, and then it's actually importing it because for some reason this guy cannot handle the imports and the exports of these machines alone. So we do have an import bus here with a filter, so it only pulls out Supreme machine frames, because if we didn't do this, it would actually take out the ether gas before it actually made the machine frame. So yeah, that's another part done. of course, that's not all the quest actually demands from us. That's like a side part, because the quest really wants 100 buckets of ether gas, which means in order to do this, we're gonna use our task screen right here, and then we're gonna select the task of this. There we go. Now we can't quite see, we can hover it on top of this and we can see it's slowly gonna fill up. So it's gonna need 100 buckets. That's quite a lot, so we're gonna leave that to do its thing. It will, well, alert us with the quest complete whenever that thing is done. So the next step over here is focusing on this part right here. Now this part requires us to have 1000 blaze rods. I did that. 128 crying obsidian. I did that too, but it requires 64 nether stars. Now of course the nether star is a drop from the wither, but fear not, because we can actually auto craft this if we do have this generalized ender prediction. Now this actually comes from the simulation chamber. Now the simulation chamber can be used with a lot of different mobs, and we're gonna need to sort of automate this, I think, for these. I think it's this one, but of course, luckily for us, we do have a couple of these things. So for example, if we type ender, you can see we have a data model for an enderman, and we also have a data model for the ender dragon. Now of course this tier is faulty, it's not really that great, and then this guy actually has a tier of basic, so this guy is kind of better. Now I do not know exactly how these guys work as of yet. I still need to kind of learn a little bit, but this guy being faulty is pretty bad. I believe we do need to try and upgrade this as much as we can before we put it to work, because we do need to make this a simulation chamber to try and get this to work. I mean, we can actually tell our system to go ahead and make that real quick, so we can try and have a better idea of how this actually works. So if we go here, we could pull one of these simulation chambers out. Now let's go into somewhere where we have power. There you go. And please insert a data model to begin simulation. Well, there you go. Yeah, as you can see, since it says it's only faulty, it's not really gonna do anything. Let's try this one. Cannot begin a simulation because it needs a prediction matrix. So prediction matrix, this thing, you go ahead and craft one of you and put it into here. Okay, so we do need to auto craft these. Let's see what actually happens, because this is actually going on pretty quick. It's consuming a lot of power, but there you go. Sequence prediction failed, because it's only like a 5% chance, right? Yeah, that's the thing. But we did get this generalized ender prediction. Now this is what we kind of want, so we can make this nether star, and of course we can see that it always generates this. I don't think it really matters the mob only matters to get these predictions. Now I don't really know what these predictions are, but since I only want this, I guess we could just supply this for now with a couple of these generalized ender predictions, and slowly but surely we will have what we need. Okay, so the next step in this automation with these things, with the prediction matrices, is we're probably gonna have a room somewhere. I'm still thinking how I'm gonna do this. I have an idea what I'm gonna do, because right now it's only sitting right over here, and these guys need a constant input of these prediction matrices. And you can see it actually slowly levels up the tier. So it starts with basic and it's going to slowly level up until it reaches what you want. But they need a constant feed of prediction matrices, and this is where we have an extra block over here. Now I went ahead and do this. First of all, I taught my system how to craft these prediction matrices, and then we have this guy. ME requester. Now basically this guy, we can place it anywhere in our ME system. I just, well, kind of thought it would cool here, and I told him keep at least 64 prediction matrices. Now we may want to like increase this number or something. It really depends on how fast we're running out of them, which doesn't appear to be that quick, because that guy kind of takes its time doing its things. But yeah, so it will always make sure I have a minimum of 1 stack in my system. As you can see right now, it doesn't have, so it's cooking up the glass, so it starts auto crafting these prediction matrices. And this can work for any item you need to supply yourself with. You basically just make sure you have a minimum amount in your ME system, and the requester will make sure that you always have that amount, of course, if you do have the resources for it. And after just waiting for a little bit, oh, I thought I had a little bit more soul sand. It's a bit of a derp. Well, there we go. A stack of nether stars getting ready right over here to be delivered into this mission. Now we're still gonna keep like 1, I think. Yep, 1. So I think we have a total of 2 still. I just came over here to get soul sand, by the way, because we do have that over there, so might as well just go ahead and use it. Now we need a better area for this and for others, and I was just also looking into here to the monster hunter quest, and the level 2 of these gives you pretty much all the data models you want for all the mobs. So we could get our hands on a bunch of these, except for the hog ones, like blaze rod one, the enderman or the wither skeleton one. If we need to, we can just grab these ones from here. Well, right now we're flying through the quests, but now we need to go back here into our kitchen. We haven't been here for a while, but we need to come back here because one of the quests, this one, requires 3 different foods. We submitted every single one of the other items. We just need to make squid ink pasta, vegetable noodles, and roast chicken. Now we do have access to this amazing little thing, which, oh, that's a pretty bad food, which allows us to basically demand some foods to be processed here, but we unfortunately have to use this side of the kitchen, which is not linked to this. And actually, is that the issue? Do I have access to these if I just link it? So I don't really have this properly working at the moment. So if I just remove that guy from there and I get some more kitchen counters, I don't want sinks, I want like counters. Yep, some more of these. So it's I'll go and craft a bunch of these and I'll connect them. Well, no, not really. Didn't really make that much of a difference. So we can just go ahead and place our freezer or fridge back over here. But yeah, we're gonna have to make this, so let's go ahead and make these foods and finish. Also, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 quests waiting for 100 buckets of ether gas, which is literally like halfway through. But then we're gonna go into some runes. Now I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the 100 buckets, mainly because this requires a lot of Botania mana, and I can get from here an everlasting pool of mana. So this is an infinite pool of mana, so I want that. I really want that. And we also have this then that we could possibly later use, an infinite creative motor. Of course, we have a creative base container as well, and then we're gonna have a creative mana cell, which maybe we could use to automate some things. Not so sure. And then I think we can also do this and submit this guy and visit another sky village. We already did that. So we also have a creative energy cell for our applied energy system, so it doesn't really have to consume any power. And then we have creative element containers from elemental craft. of course, we also get flight, which is amazing. So we don't really need the jetpack anymore. So there's a lot of things coming after we get the 100 buckets of ether gas. There we go. The quests are now all popping into our sidebar, which is incredible. So if we go over here, let's see. Boom. A lot of creative items, which is definitely going to help us a lot doing this part right here, because we need to make a lot of things, a lot of rooms. And this gem dust, though, the gem dust is kind of easier. And after a little bit of potion making and a little bit of rune crafting over here, we got ourselves an infused health shelf, which means we can go ahead and turn this bad boy in to complete this quest right here. Now, apparently we still need to visit another sky village. I don't even know what these runes are. Sure, we got these runes. Hopefully they'll help us. And a quick trip to the nether, and we have all of this now unlocked, which is pretty good. And we are actually also farming for this one. Now this one is taking quite a long time, but of course we still haven't made the liquid DT fuel, so that's the next stop. But I wanted to check out this. Yeah, we do have points for this. So boom, we now have access to flight, which means I can remove our jetpack and we can fly around just like regular creative, which is actually pretty good. I really like the speed that you fly with regular creative. You have the ups and downs. Yep, everything's pretty smooth. I like it, so we don't need the jetpack anymore. That's really good. We have this creative energy cell, which we're gonna go ahead and place down here in our AE system somewhere, maybe in one of these faces. This is basically powering my computer, so I could technically just break this, but I'm very scared that if I break that, I'll break that, and that breaks that, and that explodes, and kaboom. So we're just gonna put it, I don't even know where I want to put this thing. Maybe here. If we do this, yep, it is online. It is picking this guy up, so we should technically be very fine in terms of energy and do not need to worry ever again. And a little bit of tinkering around, we now have deuterium. Yes, we have this guy starting to fill up. We'll take this where it needs to go. So basically you just need a couple of electric pumps. You only need one realistically. With a filter upgrade, this is basically picking up heavy water, and we're inputting heavy water into the electrolytic separator, which is making us a good amount of deuterium. And now the next step will be to start putting this together, because we need a chemical infuser to fuse tritium and deuterium into the DT fuel, and then the DT fuel needs to be liquefied into liquid DT fuel. So a couple machines to go. And coming back over here, we have the tritium automation right here. Now basically we have the brine coming into here, making some liquid lithium, which is then being inputted into the rotary condensers, which is making lithium, the normal lithium. And I wonder if I can put some upgrades here. I can. That would be very helpful, so that this guy can have a bunch of lithium to turn into tritium. And as you can see, it's all being perfectly powered right now, and it's all going into this quantum entangle porter, which is also being, this guy is also into the same quantum porter. And then if we run through the lag of the base, get to the fuel area, we have these two being processed here, or being sent here. Now I might need to link it like that. Yep, and we have tritium coming into our chemical infuser, which is then making liquid DT fuel and turning into liquid DT fuel. This guy still needs power because he still doesn't have power. Now he does, and we're all good farming DT fuel. Well, this quest's gonna go very, very fast. Look at it. Yep, that one's done. This one with 100 billion is also done. So boom, we're now officially in the last row of missions. Now, just an FYI, if you want to know how to make these, you don't really have to make these fiery ingots. You could just literally go to the end, and there's the loot. Like fiery. That's not how you fiery. Yeah, there it goes. I already have like 23 for like 20 minutes end rating, so you can easily get the stack just from flying out in the end cities. So you can go ahead and like submit those. These 32 in flux. So if we go ahead and we type flux, yeah, I already made a little bit before, so they're not really that complicated to make. So how did I only make 2? Oh yeah, I know why, because I don't have any fire chargers. We can go ahead and boom, make 1,000 fire chargers. It's not really that much of a big deal, so we can just pull out pretty easily a stack of those from there, and we can submit, and that's good. But now the issue is some of the next quests are gonna be a pain. Well, this one requires 16 Gaia spirits, which means more Terra Steel, which is now fortunately not an issue, but we need Gaia spirits. Now Gaia spirits, we have to kill the Gaia, so that's something we have to do. We also have these ones. We need 64 unstable ingots. Now we can craft these, or we can actually just go nether raiding, and we can get these. Apparently, oh, this is an unstable block. Okay, so we just gotta go ahead and try and make this. Wait, how do you even make these again? I don't even know. Apparently you need a division sign, but you can't really know how to make a division sign. So yeah, because this one is very unstable. Like, it's 200 seconds of use. You got to use it in 200 seconds, or yeah, it's gonna go away. So that's a little bit of a pain. These ones, we just need to automate what we just did with the Ender Dragon thing. These ones, I believe we can actually trade, if I remember correctly. This is some more foods. We need the Shulker Charm, which I don't know if we have it. I think we do, but Nether Star, we can get those easily. This is also going to be a pain. All of these runes are gonna be a little bit of a pain, especially the Gaia Steel ones, because that requires even more Gaia, basically. And then we have a Drug Me Charm. That's kind of easy, actually. We gotta make this a charm, okay? And we need a lot of Glacio shards, so we gotta go to Glacio to finish this part. We need some time torches, which requires some force craft, okay? And a Wixie Charm. That seems okay, but we need a Wixie, so we need a Witch, and we gotta use the spell on a Witch. That's gonna be tricky as well. These ones, I'm not really worried about singularities, not really worried about these, not really worried about these. The pure crystals, not really worried about them, mainly because we can just make this thing right here, because we can make this. I'll show you already. The antimatter can be a little bit tricky because it needs antimatter, and to get antimatter we need a polonium to be turned in an SPF casing machine. So yeah, we still got quite a little bit to do and ahead of us. I don't think I have to kill him again, I guess, to properly finish the pack or something. We do have the 1000 Ender Eyes, so we're basically gonna have to figure out how we can do this. I don't know what this is all about, and then we need to kill the Gaia so we can actually progress. So there's a couple of things in our way and in the middle of our progression, but unfortunately that's all the time we have here for today. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I had quite a blast like automating a lot of these things, and I'm really looking forward for the rest of the videos. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you in the next one. Bye.